afternoon and welcome to Hometown Cooking with Marianne, and I'm Marianne. Welcome to my kitchen. This week on Tuesday, we're going to have a collaboration with a lot of the YouTube cooking channels, and we're going to show you recipes using eggs. Mine are going to be kind of basic because I don't use a lot of eggs except for scrambling, frying. So what I do is I do have the one with the zucchini pie that I recorded and I have up. I'll put that up above. Um, so my first one I'm going to do are pickled eggs, and I do it very easy. I don't go through making a mix. What I do is I get pickled beets and I get an onion and I chop them up. But first, I boiled up a dozen of eggs because what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to see how many I can get into my jar. And I like to keep it covered with the pickled beet juice. So we'll go through that first. Then I'm going to be making my deviled eggs because I have a lot of family members who are requesting my recipe for that now that summer's coming. And it's so easy. I don't go all out with that either. But they're delicious. Simple but delicious, and that's all I'm about. So I'm going to crack some eggs. First of all, I put a dozen of eggs. 8, 9, 10, yeah. I had to count them. In a pot, covered them with cold water. I put a nice splash of vinegar in there so that they would hopefully peel well. And let's see, I did one. These are farm fresh eggs, so I'm just hoping. I'll show you this one, and then we'll get on with oil. Yeah, doing pretty good. If they're super fresh, which these are close to, it's going to be very hard to peel. But what the heck, we'll be fine. The ones I goof with will go into the pickled eggs. The other ones will be for my deviled eggs. So not too shabby. I put them in the water. That's clean water. Having troubles, but that's okay. Everybody has troubles with these eggs. It's supposed to use the side of your thumb. Peel it around. This is coming off okay. And what you do is when you dunk it into the water, it's just I shock them with cold water, and it helps them peel better. Okay, that was pretty good. So what I do, I lost a little bit of it, dump them in the water, and make sure all the shell's off. And then I have a bowl with paper towels. I do not like wet eggs. I'm terrible with that. My deviled eggs cannot be wet. Okay, so I am going to continue, and when I'm finished peeling all these, we'll be back and I'll show you how I make my pickled eggs. Okay? So you hang tight and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I did want to bring you back because I do have brown eggs and green eggs, and I wanted you to see that they're not very much difference with them. They do look, I'll show you what a green egg looks like. I'm having better time with the green eggs, getting them peeled. Start at the top. And it doesn't matter what kind of, what color egg it is. It's usually what the chickens are being fed that determines the color. And you get speckled ones. It depends on the chicken then. But there you go. Get that off. That's that one. Trying to make sure I have the shell. Oh, there's nothing worse than eating a shell. Okay, and here's a brown egg. So about this time of year, near the end of winter, beginning of spring, the farmers have a lot of excess eggs And I'm so grateful to my farmer for allowing me to take the eggs that I want. Okay, that's just, sometimes the grain gets into the eggs. See? And that's a brown, and that's a green egg. Sometimes it has a little hue to it. This one is a little, like you can see the green. But you'll see when I'm cutting them open that they are pretty much the same. You'll see the difference inside if there's any. Okay, so like I said, let me get done with this, and I'll bring it right back. I just want to show you the difference between the two eggs. Okay. Okay, folks. So we got an onion. I have my eggs peeled. I'm going to take about, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pickle these with the beets. Oops. Now if I had my garden beets, then I would probably use them and do this from scratch. Which, once I do get my beets and they come in season, I will probably do this again, showing you that. Okay, I'm going to put onion in here. I've got like about maybe a quarter of an onion. Slicing it real thin, as thin as I can. Keep slipping. Don't slip or cut yourself. Okay, I'm going to put some in the bottom. Take that. You use as much as you want, because I do have a big jar here. This is a half-a-gallon jar, mason jar. Put this aside. I think I'll make a little bit more. So, spring is upon us and it's freezing cold out there again. Love to be out in my park. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and peel it, because between sandwiches and cooking, I usually end up using it. I'm not throwing this on the floor or anything by all means. It's going right into my pot in the sink. Okay, take out the tough part of the onion. And go over here. And slice a few more. Okay. See if that's enough. I'm going to put a jar of the beets, and these are sliced pickled beets. Put them in. Now, mind you, it's only 3 of us, so I'm just going to pick the ones that didn't peel the best, and they're going in. 1, 2. Let's see. I'm going to put a couple green in too. They peeled very well. Okay, put some more onion. So I have 4 in there, and I have onion. The rest of the beets. And I I had these in my pantry for a couple years now, the beets. That's why I'm using them. I kind of figured gotta do something with them soon. So there's 4. There's more onion. Okay. And I think I'll put 2 more in there. That'll be 2 for each. Okay, now we've made a half a dozen of eggs for what I'm going to do next, which are deviled eggs. Okay, pile this all in here. This is clearing off my shelf. Okay. Oh, missed one. So it does show that when you can fruits and vegetables and all, as long as that seal is on there and they smell perfectly okay to me, may as well not waste. Put that in there. Okay. There you go. Now with these, they're going to go into the refrigerator. So I'm not going to boil them. Not going to do anything to them. They're already cooked. I'm just going to spin it upside down. Make sure your lid is on tight. And that is why I use 2 jars. Okay. I'm thinking I'm not getting the liquid up to the other eggs, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to get some bottled water. Bring it up over the eggs. And add a little bit of vinegar. It's not, that's like a 1/4 teaspoon of vinegar, maybe a half. Okay. Perfect. Doesn't need sugar or anything. Oh my God, that's good. Okay, here we go again. Make sure you have it covered. And there you go. They're your pickled eggs and pickled beets. Put them in the refrigerator. Keep them at least 24 hours. And actually, I will be back. I'm going to try to show you what they look like afterwards. Even if I'm in the middle of doing another recipe, I will show you. But usually I do this for Easter time or holidays. But it'll be good to snack on and have for supper. Okay. So I will be back when I am all cleaned up from this and ready to show you what I do with my deviled eggs. So hang on a minute and I'll be right back. Hi, we're back. Okay, so we're going to take our eggs and we're going to get a fairly sharp knife. This is a green one. We're going to cut them right in half. Okay. Put the yolk gently, because this one's very good tear, into our bowl. And I like to put my half eggs onto a paper towel so that they're not wet. Okay, got another one. They're beautiful. What I did was, like I said, I covered them with cold water, put them onto a boil. I put the lid on the pot. After it stopped boiling, I turned it off. I took it off the heat, put a lid on, and I timed it for 25 minutes. Then I took it over to the sink, emptied out the hot water. Oops, we will fix that. And then I poured, I ran some cold water over them. Now, if you have a little mess like this, where it's all chunky, just make sure you have all that. Kind of turn it so that it is to the side, to the bottom of the egg. Okay. Because you can always hide it. Whoops, he's off the paper towel. So you run cold water on it. I didn't wait until it got ice cold. When I wait till they get ice cold, I can't peel them. I have a bugger of a time peeling them. So I just took them out of there when I was able to handle them, and I peeled them. You saw that. Okay. Be very gentle with them. They will rip. Eggs are delicate. Okay, my last one. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Now the green ones got a little dark in there, which is okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Now we have our egg yolks in the bowl, and we're going to smash them. I don't put anything in it but mayonnaise and spicy mustard. I don't salt them because the mustard has salt. I don't put pickles in them because nobody in the house likes them with pickles. I will occasionally, my hands are very clean, I will occasionally put bacon in there if I have leftover bacon, chop it up real fine and put it in with this mixture. Okay, we're going to put some mayonnaise in here. Let's see, that's a tablespoon. We're going to start with 2 tablespoons and a nice squirt of mustard. This is spicy brown mustard. Say about a teaspoon. We'll smash it all together. You don't want it super runny. And you don't want it overly spicy unless your family or who you're making it for likes it that way. I also don't put them in a tube and squeeze it out all fancy. You can if you want, if you're having a party, but I've taken these to parties just as is. I'm putting another teaspoon of mayonnaise. Okay, there you go. I used to make them for a woman that I took care of, an elderly woman, and she used to like relish in hers. So I would put relish in there, maybe a teaspoon of relish. Okay, let me take a tiny little taste. Okay, just a little. Okay, needs a little more mustard. So I'll say a teaspoon and a half of mustard. Your preference, whatever your taste is. Okay, now it's their consistency. So they were 6 egg yolks, and we used a tablespoon, close to a tablespoon and a half of mayonnaise, and about 2 teaspoons of mustard. You do it the way you like it, but it's so easy to do. And you know what? You keep them in your refrigerator. I have this little container a girlfriend of mine gave me years and years ago. I don't even know where she got it from, but I'll tell you what it says. It says Snapware. I don't know if it's a Boscov's or not. Designed by Snaps, and it's from Italy. Well, made in the U.S., but Snaps Italy. So I guess it isn't. Comes apart. I'm not going to need this one because I only have 6 eggs. It holds a dozen of eggs. Kind of does what it's supposed to do. It just holds it. Okay. It's supposed to be so that condensation doesn't start in here, but I find it does. Okay, I don't need that one. All right, we need a regular teaspoon. Look at that. Now see, this one ripped, so who doesn't matter. No one's going to know. You get the fat part that's what I call naked. You put about, say, a good tablespoon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these. Now, see, I have a broken one. All I have to do is put the filling in. You can't even tell. And what I like to do is drag it to the front a little bit and put it in. You can put it anywhere. You can put it on a plate, whatever you have. You don't have to have anything fancy. Tablespoon. I like to pull it to the front so you get a lot of the yolk on it, the filling. So after I'm finished with this, I have to go out to my greenhouse and I have to check on my little seeds that I planted the other day, because I'm going to have a raised garden in the back this year. I had regular in the ground garden, but the soil needs to be treated and needs to be a little thicker. Last year, I didn't do very well. I don't know if it was the weather or if it was my ground. I did extra fertilize it last year too, and it still didn't work. Used lime and fertilizer and treated it well before I was planting. Okay, there you have it. Now, I'll take my smoked paprika. It's organic. Just felt like having this one this time. I use regular also. Sprinkle. Go as heavy or as light as you want. Okay. My girlfriend had her children over here years ago. Another girl, and they loved them. She said, "How did you make them?" Well, here, 17 years later. There you go. Okay, and that's it. They're my deviled eggs. So we made deviled eggs today, and we made pickled eggs, and they were so easy, and I do wish you would try them. They can be eaten anytime. These have to take about a day, obviously 24 hours to marinate so that the eggs pickle. And I hope you enjoy watching me do this. It was so simple, and I hope you find it simple also. And don't get discouraged when you're peeling eggs. It takes a little practice, and if you keep it in like warm water when you're finished, just run a little cold on, let it warm up, and peel them immediately. You shouldn't have too much trouble. So that's it for my contribution to the egg recipes. Thank you very much for coming to my kitchen. If you like this video, put your thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, like it, and please share it. Tell your friends about me. I would love to see more people come into my channel. I just love all the company I can get. Sending lots of love out to everybody. I have a big bundle of apples over to my left. I'm going to be showing you how to do applesauce. That'll be on another video. And we're going to enjoy this. And I will show you, I will try to get up a picture of what they look like after they're marinating for about 24 hours. Okay, everybody, I love you so much. Sending out big kisses and hugs to you all. And you have a great day and a great week. Bye-bye.